Good afternoon, you blasphemous sinners. We're gonna take you to church now, the church of good news, to repent for your sins with a holy little smile.
Amen, brother.
So I want to go right into the first story because this is one that kind of blew my little reptile brain. We just got a new physics update to our understanding of the universe. We got a little patch notes. It was discovered for the first time ever that space isn't exactly static and empty, or rather, isn't exactly static. There's gravitational waves that are constantly in like a push and pull, so it's kind of akin to like choppy waters of the ocean with all of these gravitational waves. The astronomers recently confirmed this, which actually helps confirm Albert Einstein's theory of relativity. It's incredible how accurate that man has been on like everything ever, and he never wore socks either, if you knew that.
That might be part of it.
It had to be a large part of it, but it's really impressive stuff. It probably isn't going to change our day-to-day life, but it really helps further our understanding of the universe because, again, that's huge.
Yeah, I saw they said they've been hunting these waves for over a decade now.
Yep, and they can finally confirm it with compelling evidence.
Which, can you imagine dedicating your life to something for over 10 years and then being right and finding it? That's good news. That's like the story of Moby Dick. That's their white whale, and they caught it.
We finally did. I think it's very interesting, and I'm excited to see what else we can learn about the space around us. Hopefully the next one is dark matter.
What do you want to find out about dark matter?
That we can use it in some way. If I remember correctly, now this could just be totally wrong, and I'm willing to admit that.
It could be.
If I remember correctly, a single like pencil tip of dark matter creates a big enough explosion like 10x a nuclear bomb.
I feel like we don't want to learn to harness that.
But imagine if we did.
You don't have to imagine it. You know exactly what would happen. We would weaponize it and use it.
We'd use it for really fast internet speeds. Dark matter routers.
Gaming on 5 billion gigs per second.
Then you could finally download Ark Survival Evolved in less than 3 days.
Oh my God, you're so right. Wow. The future is bright
Thanks
and
to
dark.
To the gravitational waves, baby.
Yep. So coming back to you from outer space, we've got some news about Mars. A 3D printed Mars simulation habitat that's about 1,700 square feet had the 4 volunteers go in, and they're going to be locked in there for a year. So this is going to be used to simulate life on Mars, so we can run tests without them having to actually leave the planet. And they're going to just be reporting, I believe there's a flight engineer, a medical officer, a science officer, and the commander. So over the course of their year here, there's going to be a communication delay with headquarters that goes from 5 minutes all the way up to 20 minutes to simulate them leaving the planet and getting further and further away and having to become more and more autonomous as it happens. So the hope is we learn some things so they can actually go to Mars one day and know what the hell they're doing. So that kind of sounds like a nightmare to me. I'm going to be honest.
That sounds horrific, but very important for our understanding of life
It
elsewhere.
It is.
I'm a little surprised they don't have like a personal chef to cook some yummies for them on this long
Well, I don't think they
isolation.
would going to Mars either.
An astronaut chef, I think, would be integral.
That is true. You got the engineer, the
You're gonna
medical
need good
officer.
nutrients.
I mean, I guess if you really think about it, they get bags and they
Yeah,
they
but
just have
imagine if you
food.
had a personal chef to take those ingredients and make something incredible out of it.
They really rehydrate those foods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's an untapped market.
I think you're right. We should train to be astronaut chefs.
We could open our own like space restaurant, and maybe then we'd finally get some extraterrestrial visitors. Like, I want to try this cuisine.
Nobody visits here because they go, this food stinks.
They got Waffle House here? No, thank you.
Yeah,
I'll
I don't
go
want to get in a
elsewhere.
fight. I want food.
I keep thinking of gravitational waves now. So like the ripple effect that causes the gravitational waves is absolutely nuts too, because it has to do a lot with like black holes and shit. Totally unrelated to the Mars
Yeah,
thing.
I mean, not really. They're going to have to fly through it.
So the gravitational waves push and pull the space-time continuum itself, if you can believe that.
Oh,
Yeah, like,
all right, we're going real deep.
Yeah, I was reading about that, and I was like, this sounds like actually out of a movie, and I don't know how much of it I believe anymore.
Yeah, that level of science, Mars is great. We're moving on.
Mars
That-
has no gravitational waves.
Yeah, that level of science is where I get to where I'm like, you start blurring the lines of science fiction and reality, and it's like it makes no sense.
Did you read about how they
It was a big antenna, right?
Basically a big tuning fork. That Really? Stick out because they measure the distance, like when the waves hit one bar and then the time it takes to hit the other bar.
Oh,
wow. So they basically, it's just a massive like series of antennas that trap. That's
Well,
so cool.
and like that shit literally sounds like the plot of a Rick and Morty episode
It
where
really
Rick's
does.
like, I'm gonna send out the tuning fork into space and listen to space music.
I'm gonna have to sleep real quick.
Yep.
Cover me while I
And then
sleep.
it just tuning fork comes out and it like starts playing like fucking Green Day in the ship, and it's
Yeah.
just like, it's fucking
You
Rick and
glorbed in
Morty.
my trick hole again, Morty. This is one of those touching moments that makes you realize we're not so different after all from our animal counterparts. It turns out dolphins actually use baby talk when their calves are around. So they'll bring up their voice is probably the wrong word, but they'll bring up their speech. Yeah, they'll bring up their speech a few octaves to make it a little higher pitched for the babies. So like how we talk to babies down here, dolphins do underwater as well. This is known as parentese, or infant-directed speech, which is a cool word for it. And it's also been observed in other animals as well, but most notably dolphins is the newest one they've observed it in.
That list says monkeys, gorillas, and zebra finches. Like
Yeah.
everybody just knows what the hell a zebra finch is.
Yeah, it's a bird.
I figured it was a bird.
Ah.
But yeah, so give us a little example. I know you listen to it. Like
Yeah.
you're. All right, yeah. Let's. Hear
I want to
it.
hear it real quick.
Ugh.
Oh yeah, never mind. I'll do the sound for you.
Yeah, you're a mama dolphin and you see your little baby.
You want to go swim in the ocean? Oh, you go for a little swim. You go for a little swim. You should swim.
That was spot on.
Yeah.
If I was your baby dolphin, I'd be so hyped up. Right
Yeah, you'd be
now.
really excited.
Yeah, that was really good, and you can hear. Oh, you,
Oh, there it is. Oh, I thought that was just me
I was like, oh
again.
my god, they're answering.
Yeah, that's what I sound like.
I legit. You translate that to English? It's just
It's,
Charlie.
it's what I was saying, probably.
Wow.
You want to grab a little puffer fish? Get a little smoky puffer fish?
Do you think dolphins like pufferfish?
Oh, they do. They get high off of them.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
no,
forgot about
that's right.
that.
They like bite on puffer fish because it's like
Mhm.
like a hit, like some kind of neurotoxin, and they just like get high.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. As a mother dolphin, you're encouraging your baby dolphin to go do drugs.
Yeah,
now,
but they don't have
ocean drugs.
they don't have like laws in the ocean.
That's true. You're in
Survival of the fittest
maritime
down there.
Law at that point.
International water.
International waters. You can.
You can smoke puffer fish all day and night.
We should try smoking a puffer.
I
fish
would
for
never.
everybody. No, it
Yeah.
legitimately would just kill us.
We'd die.
You just died. And now I've got some great news for all mosquito haters out there. Belize is now malaria-free. They're the 42nd country to become malaria-free, and they are the 4th in the Americas, 2nd in Central America. They, back in 1994, when yours truly, were you born in 1994? When we
94.
were born. They had 10,000 cases, and now they brought it all the way down to 0. They've been declared by the World Health Organization completely malaria-free. So that's just a huge, huge win for all of us everywhere because malaria and mosquitoes suck. So just big congrats to Belize. You
Yeah,
did
good
it.
work.
This is great. Get your party hats out and go run around with well, there's probably still mosquitoes. They just don't have malaria.
Yeah, which is a good thing. Malaria is no good, so good to see it's gone.
Why do we still have malaria if they do not?
Do we?
Do we?
I think we're.
Cases reported in Florida, actually.
I was gonna say I didn't think we were on that list. Yeah, it's they are also one of 3 in 2023 to get it. It's Azerbaijan and Tajikistan. So really, what the hell are we doing that we are not malaria free yet? That's baffling.
We've had so many cool experiments to try and kill mosquitoes off entirely. I remember
Yes.
a cool one was we were turning mosquitoes in celibate.
Oh,
Sorry, incel. Like we were turning them celibate. Like they wouldn't reproduce anymore, so that way in a few generations they'd die off. But
Yep.
I guess that we haven't seen the fruits of those labors yet.
I love once a year you'll see the signs up around here, well, around everywhere with the little fish with the ninja mask on. They call them ninja fish, and you can go get one for free. I'm not making this up. This is not an Aaron story. You go get the fish and you put them in like water near your house, and they eat mosquitoes.
That's awesome. I didn't know that.
Dragonflies also.
A mosquito that has malaria.
There's only one type that has it.
It's the, hold
That sick bastard.
Yeah.
on, the Anopheles.
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 Wow.
And yeah, it was found in Sarasota County.
It was in Sarasota. That's where the dolphins were baby talking.
Oh boy.
I'm not saying I'm positive, but I think there's a correlation.
We don't have enough data yet.
Yeah, we'll get on that. We'll send Aaron. But anyways, yeah, congrats to Belize. You're killing it. Keep doing what you're doing, and we'll try to catch up. It's that happy time of year again, and no, it's not Christmas. It's time to tell you about moistglobal.com. Tell them what I've got here, Chuck.
You've got a great Moist Esports jersey right there, Matt. Comfortable fit, knows how to breathe, and knows how to look good.
Breathable, comfy, perfect. You go to moistglobal.com, you pick up this bad boy, you pick up a hoodie, you pick up sweatpants, slides, headbands, we've got it all. So
That is right.
go to moistglobal.com.
That's great news. Here's another cute animal story for you. A dog retrieved 155 discs from the woods at Grandview Park. The discs were from disc golf, and Kelly Mason was walking her dog Daisy in West Virginia when her dog suddenly ran into the nearby woods and started picking up some disc golfs that were discarded over there. So she let Daisy just have at it, go hog wild, and built up a pretty impressive collection of 155 Frisbee golf discs, and they have now begun selling them off in order to raise money for the park itself, or for the Marshall County Animal Rescue League.
That's adorable. I did not realize they were doing that. The picture shows how cute the dog is, but also 155 discs is absurd.
That's a lot.
What? We should buy all of the discs and take that same picture with the discs surrounding you.
Oh.
I want to know how long this took, though. Like, if you said, hey, go pick up 155 discs, it would take me a day, like an entire day.
Yeah, but with a dog, you have to keep in mind, doesn't have two hands, only
Sure.
one mouth, has to go there and back, very inefficient. This probably took a couple months.
The story makes it sound like it was in like a short period of time in a day.
No, it seems like a mission. I think
Like she brings the dog. Okay.
when she walks her dog, often Daisy will then go into the woods, get maybe 2 or 3 frisbee golf discs, and then
I was much more thinking like the way it sounded was like Daisy went into the woods, and then came out with a fuck ton of discs, and her owner was like, "Holy shit! Like that's 155
she'd need
Frisbees."
to rent a U-Haul for that.
True. Well, great job, Daisy,
Good
and I
work,
hope
Daisy.
all of those discs sell.
Amen.
Now, this is another animal story that hits very close to home because this chimpanzee never got to leave their home for 28 years. A chimpanzee named Vanilla was rehomed from a wildlife sanctuary in LA and got moved to a place in Florida after the LA facility shut down. And this chimpanzee got to see the sky for the first time in her entire life. We actually have a video showing you how absolutely adorable this moment was. It was sad, that she didn't get to see the world for a while, but now she got to go out and see it, and she's excited.
Not to fact check you live, but it says from a New York lab.
Oh, what's all that about the LA thing? Well, we'll go back. Oh,
Oh.
that's actually adorable. Oh,
That's so sweet.
oh my God. This might be the cutest one we've covered yet.
Yeah, this is
I
adorable.
can't handle that. I'm gonna cry.
And immediately getting into the shade because the sun hurts.
Yeah, it does. It does. So there's some bad there too. So yeah, well, somebody look real quick. I think you're right. I was like, why would it leave an LA?
Yeah, why would it leave a
Why would it
sanctuary?
outside? But yeah, as you saw there, Vanilla and Shake got rehomed. They were 2 of the last 7 chimpanzees to get rehomed from this facility. Shake ran right outside. Shake was excited. Vanilla was apprehensive. She sat in the door and was like, I'm not really sure. And then as you saw, Dwight, the alpha male, was like, no, you're good, come out, jumped right out. Just adorable.
That was adorable.
But yeah, so it's from a New York, redact everything I said about the LA thing, made no sense. From a New York-based lab, rehomed to Florida.
Hey, and a really topical piece of last second good news. This morning, as of recording, the one of one Magic the Gathering Lord of the Rings card was found. This card had a $2 million bounty on it issued by Dave and Adams for the first person that found it. And whoever found it took it to PSA, it got graded and apparently authenticated and got graded a 9.
9. Of course, there's one in the world and it's a 9.
Yeah. There's a lot of criticism over taking it to PSA over Beckett because not only do you have to pay $10,000 to PSA to grade a card that's valued over $250K.
How did they get it graded so fast, too?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The speed is also a little suspicious, but also Beckett had offered to do a special Lord of the Rings grading for whoever found it, and for some reason they didn't choose.
I know this is good news, so it's good news for the person who's
It's good news for the person that found it. This is life-changing.
Bad
money.
news for us because we wanted to find it.
Did want to find it.
But also, yeah, that seems weird as shit. Why would you not? Maybe they just didn't even see the thing about Beckett.
Maybe they didn't.
I
know
just
about
can't
Beckett.
imagine you know about PSA but not Beckett.
Yeah, especially after like this kind of publicity around the card. But yeah, so it has been apparently authenticated, but I do want to at least put out a little wiggler here that there's a chance that it could be counterfeit. From what I recall, there was at least one instance where a card did get graded that was fake.
Throw it out there. It's counterfeit.
It could.
Maybe.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying it could be. It's a one of one, meaning that they had nothing to compare it to. But I imagine if they authenticated it, they had
Can
to
you
go to
imagine
Wizards,
though
right?
if Wizards
didn't
but like
look at
what
it.
we were expecting, where Wizards would hold the card to sell more boxes?
Yeah.
Imagine they did, and this was found, but Wizards knows how much shit they'll get if they say that's not the real card, and they're just like, fuck.
Yeah, how do you know that's not the real card? Well,
Yeah, because like the real card's in my office right now.
It's
Like,
still in my office.
oh
yeah.
man, they're in a pickle. I know this is all just us making things up, but man, are they in a pickle.
It's a speculative pickle on our head
Yeah,
theory.
as I like to say on the legal side, that card is as fake as I legally can say as a joke.
Good news though for the.
Yeah, I hope you cash in. I hope you get
Yeah,
your
I hope
money.
you cash
Please
in.
sell the card.
You gotta sell it.
There's a lot of people who'll be like, I'm keeping this and hanging it on my wall. You may do that. Just sell the damn thing.
I don't think there's many people that would turn down $2 million for a Magic the
Would you
Gathering
sell it?
card. Well, we were gonna hold it
That's
ransom
true.
for more
That's
money.
true. It would have been.
Which you're welcome to do, by
Yeah,
the way.
if you want to
if
give
you're
it to
watching.
us, what? We'll pay half price.
Yeah, we'll take like a finder's fee. It's the opposite. We'll take
pay you a
a
finder's
hostage fee to let us conduct the ransom negotiations.
All right. Now I want it.
Hey, it's that magical moment of the good news segment where we win you a lot of money through the lottery. Here's this week's Powerball winners coming right up.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm catching a big one.
You know, if the guy would have just played our numbers, or girl, he wouldn't have needed that Lord of the Rings card to sell.
That's true because your first Powerball number is what, Matt?
66.
All right. I'm going back into the money pool. Oh, that's a big duck.
It's crazy that we give out such good content for free. We actually make you money. 25.
Make sure to play these, sports fans.
What do you think the next one's going to be?
It's going to be an 8.
Really? That's an 8. Oh, it's a 50. You know what I'm feeling on this one?
Huh.
12.
12. That's like catching a giant tuna. Whoop. Here we go.
Why?
He's on the line. Why is it like catching a giant tuna? I don't know.
44.
Man, hey, far be it from me to question our scientific method, but these are some high numbers.
We are simply the vessel that God reaches through to pull out these numbers.
True. Ain't that the truth? All right.
Some would call us angels.
Yep, last one.
36.
And now your Powerball number. Where's those special ducks?
Dump that real quick and then I'll.
That was genocide.
I'm going into a different pond.
Fish on.
All right. Your Powerball number?
2.
All right.
All right, here,
Let's-
hold your mic. So we go smallest to biggest, right?
Yep.
I gotcha. All right, we've got, read them for them.
25, 36, 44, 50, 66.
And 2.
Man, that's going to be a crazy Powerball drawing this week when 10 million people win it.
Yeah, they're all going to get $1.
Yeah.
And it'll be great.
It'll be a big split, and you're
I
welcome.
really cannot wait for that to happen.
It's going to happen. I'm
It
feeling
will.
good.
I agree.
All right. And here's Aaron with the Grimace Shake.
Hey Patriots, it's Grimace's birthday, so I'm back to review another special sandwich from a very special restaurant for a very special boy. This is the Grimace meal. I got the purple shirt on, just special for him. It's a Big Mac, some fries, and a big yucky purple shake, just like him. I don't really love that because it makes me feel like I'm eating the big guy, and I don't want that. No, I didn't come here to beat around the bush. Let's get right into what we were really looking for. Speedrunning this one, the Grimace milkshake. Got a good color, a little bit uneven in the dispersal of the syrup, but it looks good. I don't know what it's supposed to taste like. Maybe an elderflower, elderberry, lavender sort of flavor, very herbal. Now, what are you doing in there, Flavor? Now, what's that? What are you doing in there, Flavor? You're acting up a little bit. What are you doing in there? It's supposed to be reminiscent of cereal milk or frosting. That's definitely true. Well, that's remarkable. That's actually a really fucking good milkshake. It's probably going to give you like 2,000 calories and like fart cancer, but not bad. Good job. I don't know if Grimace made that himself, but I like to think so. 2 thumbs up. Good birthday. Happy birthday, Grimace. I love it.
Wow, that looked good. Thanks for doing that, Aaron.
Yeah, heavens to Betsy. He puts his life on the line for this program, and we couldn't appreciate him more. What a delicious meal.
He really does. And big happy birthday to Grimace.
Happy birthday, Grimace.
It's huge.
That's all the good news
Oh,
today.
yeah, thanks for
week.
tuning in again with us, and we'll see you next week with whatever the show is called. It's got a lot of good news.
Yep, more good news on the way, hopefully. Always
Bye.
good stuff. Bye.
Make the camera go out. Yeah, like you see our studio. What is our production?
Hey, welcome back to another happy news segment. Amazing news. We're basically the frown elimination force here to assassinate your bad mood with positive stuff. I'm joined, of course, by Matt, bubbly as ever.
Yep, great to be here, Chuck. I was just telling them before the show, while looking through the news, there was so much negativity that I'm happy to have a segment where we can bring you smiles and laughter and have your, as Aaron would say, mouth grinning ear to ear.
Amen, Matt. The first story is one that's actually kind of controversial, but not really. It's about a man named Brian Johnson. He's a tech multimillionaire. He sold one of his companies a while back for like 800 million, just absolute oodles of doubloons. And since then, he's dedicated his life and all of his money to trying to find the cure to aging. So he recently went through a multi-generational blood transmission, tri-generational blood swapping treatment. So basically taking his teenage son's plasma, taking his plasma, and then getting his dad as well, and they just kept swapping blood back and forth. And he's got a whole team of doctors with him that are constantly monitoring him. He calls himself the most monitored man on the planet. His research is super interesting, albeit a little divisive because he's a bit of an oddball. He's a wacky kind of guy. He's got some interesting theories.
He's quirky.
He's very quirky.
He's a quirky guy.
But overall, I think it's a net positive thing that he's spending, I think, over $2 million a year researching anti-aging methods as well as all kinds of cutting-edge science and treatments just to see what works. He's trying to pursue the fountain of youth.
Yeah, weird parts, but I agree. He's doing good as long as he shares the research.
Yeah, and he's got a company that apparently posts everything that he learns and discovers for free for people to access.
Oh, that's cool. I like
So
that.
that's pretty cool if that's true.
Yep.
He could be lying though.
He could.
I don't know him personally.
All of this could be a lie. I don't know the doctors.
He could
but-
be like an actual fucking vampire.
Yeah, we put that. I do think he looks like a vampire. That's what I
does,
was saying.
yeah.
A humane society in Kansas set out with a goal to raise $2,000 for things like vaccinations, food, and microchipping for their animals. And they did it in a very unique way. They took a note from everybody selling feet pics and making millions of dollars online. And they promised for every $100 donated, they would post feet pics or toe bean pics of their animals, like their cats, dogs, and a few other exotic animals. This crushed their initial goal of $2,000. They raised $8,000 by the end of it, and we got pictures of falcon feet, cat feet, dog paws, penguin feet. Everything you could want is there, and the internet's losing their minds over it. So overall, it was a huge success, and they ended up raising more than they ever set out to.
Yeah, it sounds super adorable. Congratulations to them.
Yeah, and take a look at a few of the pictures of the feet that you could buy.
Oh, they're still selling it? It wasn't like a one-time
I don't
thing?
know, that you could have bought. Look at the feet. There you go.
Now it's time to drag you kicking and screaming into the future. A cyclist named Gert van Oskum suffered an accident 12 years ago that left him paralyzed, but thanks to advancements in modern medical technology, he's been able to start to walk again thanks to the brain-spine interface, the BSI, which has remained stable for a year, allowing Gert Jan Oskum to stand, walk, climb stairs, and traverse complex terrains, according to a study published Wednesday in the journal Nature. In the latest study, the research team restored communication between Oskum's brain and spinal cord with a digital bridge. Oskum participated in 40 sessions of neural rehabilitation throughout the study, and he said he's now able to walk at least 100 meters or more at once, depending on the day. Now, according to one of the researchers at the Institute, they said, "We've captured the thoughts of Gert Jan Oskum and translated these thoughts into a stimulation of the spinal cord to reestablish voluntary movements." That's fucking awesome.
What it sounded like when I was reading through it is literally like that digital bridge. It's like they've got one part in the brain and one part in the spine talking to each other and like controlling its movements.
Well, Chase said it best. It really does sound like what Doc Ock made in Spider-Man 2.
But yeah, no, that's absolutely crazy tech, and it
Yeah.
does say that the next step is to miniaturize the hardware so that it can be more functional like throughout the day. But that's crazy results,
Yeah, it's huge.
and I'm excited to see where that goes.
Yeah, congratulations to the research team out there, and that's awesome for Gert Jan Oskum as well.
That's
It's
sick.
amazing. Here's a story to make you go, aw. Platypus population was thought to have been vanquished due to a chemical spill, but they've now been relocated to the Royal National Park in Sydney. It's been about 50 years since they thought they had left, disappeared, but now they're home, baby. They're bringing it back.
And I'm glad they are.
We're all glad they are.
So yeah, now you can watch this little video of them being released back into the water of their Sydney Royal National Park.
Welcome home, little guy.
That's actually adorable.
Yeah, it's super cute.
I love the video. It was just him scurrying and he disappeared forever. Oh,
Look how excited he is.
I would be too if I was stuck in a waterway for 60 years,
50 years.
50 years.
They're
I
all
don't know
wishing
that I've
him well.
ever seen a platypus before.
I've only seen it in cartoons.
Yeah, I've seen Perry. So summer's here. I've been feeling the heat. How about you?
Oh, yeah.
It's been rough, but you know one thing you're not going to have to worry about anymore? Shark attacks. A sophisticated app has used artificial intelligence to help forecast shark attacks and where they're going to happen with an 89% accuracy rating. All right, so the risk of a shark attack is 1 in every 3.7 million swimmers, which I will say is even better news than this app being made. You basically have nothing to worry about. So you have zero reason to be scared of shark attacks. And this app is going to help you have even less of a reason. And on top of that, the project is crowdfunded and sending portions of profits, I think it's 5% of profits, to ocean cleanup efforts. But yeah, I really do think the biggest takeaway from this story, that's a great use of AI amidst all the bad horror stories coming out.
I do wonder if that's like shark attack deaths or just general shark attacks?
Doesn't that seem really low?
Because that does seem shockingly low. I know it's rare to get attacked by a shark, but I mean...
But no, I would still say that is wonderful news.
That they're not common.
Yeah, very uncommon. Great work with the AI. Finally, somebody's using it for something other than like porn and stealing artwork.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
I think sharks are more afraid of you than you are of them.
I'd have to agree with that.
Or that could be alligators, one of the two.
Do we?
We're going off book
I'm
here.
ready.
We're going rogue. I watched a video about a man who got his arm ripped off by an alligator after peeing into a lake behind a bar a couple days ago. And there just happened to be like a couple of good Samaritans around there that administered like a tourniquet. One of them just had like a rubber tourniquet that he like pulled out of his magic bag of tricks. So he was able to like stop the bleeding, which obviously saved his life. Medical professionals came, saved him. And then they interviewed him the following day. He's like, yeah, I don't remember anything, but you know, I lost an arm, but I still got my life, which is cool.
The image popping in my head, because I'm assuming the way you explained it, it's like bar, lake behind the bar, so he's peeing. An alligator snuck up on him.
Yeah, no, like it was,
and took off his arm.
That was Sam Fisher of that pond for sure. He said like he lost his balance and fell in, and then the next thing he knew, he was waking up in that hospital bed.
Okay, so maybe he fell in, and that's when he
That must have been.
It didn't like Pink Panther up to him and
No,
pop
I don't
it
think
right
so.
off.
But the good news is that he's in very high spirits. The right people were there in order to tourniquet him and save him. So yeah, that's good news. We have another great news segment for you. Burger King just released a Spider-Man burger, and other good news, a lot of Burger Kings recently shut down. So that's something to celebrate.
A lot of them.
A
And
lot of Burger
that
Kings.
is, I mean, think of the hearts of the human population.
Yep.
They're all getting healthier. And what's this? We go live now to our field reporter, Aaron, who's live on the scene.
Putting his life on the line?
Yeah, God.
Hey Patriots, I'm here at Burger King. I'm trying out the all-new Spider-Verse Whopper that I've heard so much about. I know typically for these sorts of things, you just fucking get them how they come, however they want it. I was not gonna let Burger King do that to me. The last thing I was gonna do is put a Burger King vegetable in my body. This is more of a wake than it is like a food review. It's like a funeral procession for the palate more than anything. I just finished a nice workout and I'm sitting here in my fucking blistering hot car. There's nothing here on this planet I would have wanted to put less in my body than this bad boy right here. This shit tastes like actual dog ass. It doesn't even want to stay in the bun. It's hatching like a skate. If I hold it like this, it's hatching escape plants as we speak. As far as Burger King goes, that wasn't the worst. It's still a bad burger. It's still I didn't want it in my body. My body doesn't like it. But overall, pretty fucking good burg for Burger King. I find it hard to fathom that Sony Pictures couldn't have found a better restaurant for this.
Well, no surprise from Burger King on the quality of that burger there. I'm just happy to hear it's not the worst thing they've ever made, or we would have needed a coffin for Aaron.
Yeah, and that's a sweaty guy, let me tell you.
That is a hot. He's taking the hot car challenge.
Yeah, I'm proud of him. Thanks, Aaron.
Hey, welcome to Chelsea's Cute Creature Corner.
This is Thadine.
Hey.
But
Oh, she's mic'd up, you're fine.
Oh, she's like made out of chrome.
yeah, so this is Thadine. She is a rosy boa, which is one of the two boas that are native to the U.S., the other one being the rubber boa, and both of those boas are found in the western part of the U.S. and Baja California, Mexico.
Nice.
She is considered a coastal boa because of her, or rosy boa because of her modeling, but usually you can kind of see they have 3 lines that run down their body, and that's how you can tell what they are.
Yeah, I don't really know anything about snakes. All I know is that those little bastards convinced Eve to eat that apple in the Garden of Eden and lost their legs for it.
Well,
That's a
this is
really good
not
point.
this is not the same kind of snake. She is a boa, so she's a constrictor. A cool fact about boas too is that they don't lay eggs. They have live births. These particular snakes
Really?
birth 2 to 10 snakes, and their gestation period is about 4 months. Thadine in particular apparently is very slow. Slower than normal. They are one of the slower snakes. She's 10 years old, but she's also a little bit slow in the head, I've heard. Takes her a minute to kind of find her rats in her cage.
You and me both, Thaden.
She looks nice.
But yeah, would you like to hold her? She might try and like play with your hair a little bit. But
No, she can. I'll
they
give her.
don't bite.
I'll give her one of these.
Yeah, just don't boop her snoot.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
won't.
there you go. So they don't bite.
pet back here?
Yeah, super docile. Usually the only reason why they would bite is because they think that you're food, which is one of the reasons why you wash your hands before you hold them, and also just to make sure you don't give them any diseases. You want to hold her?
Somebody's got
You can feel how strong she is. She's super slow moving.
I'm
How do
not
I do
worried
this?
about
Just
like getting yuckied
like
out or
that
anything.
kind
I
of,
don't want to
yeah.
hurt her.
And she'll probably kind of go through your hand a little bit. She likes to move forward.
Wait,
You
stay
got her?
with me,
Yeah.
Chelsea. Stay with me.
You
Yeah,
got her,
don't.
look.
You got to support her head here.
She's
She'll
supporting
support
her
her own
head.
head,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So that is pretty cool. They are boa constrictors, so they constrict, which actually kills by blood pressure and not suffocation, like a lot of people think.
Oh, that's cool.
Any chance you'd put my hat on me that you made for me?
Oh yeah.
We've been planning this segment for a while.
Yeah, look at that. That's some good news.
Oh, wow.
She thinks you're his mommy.
And the good thing is she did just poop 2 days ago, so she won't poop on you. That's kind of the only thing you'd have to worry
Does
about.
she only shit like once a week?
They poop after they eat, and they eat every 3 to 4 weeks once they're adults. Sometimes they'll eat a little bit more. She's a cool, very friendly beginner pet. They are a little bit difficult to find, but you can find them online. Just make sure if you do get animals, you're getting them from reputable breeders and not taking them from the wild. We don't need to do that. Yeah, but you can feel how strong she is.
Thaddean, what do you have to say about this?
Actually getting close, I want to see.
She might try to bite that, actually.
Yep,
She
yep.
might think
Oh, yeah,
the way her
let's-
tongue is going, she probably thought that was food. They're not, like I said, these aren't particularly the smartest snakes, and apparently Thaddean is really not smart at all when it comes to her speech.
Thanks for stopping into the studio, Nadine. Or, Thaddean. Jesus, that's crazy.
This is why we can't have critters in here.
She's got a
Wow.
weird name. She's got one of those like French names.
Yeah, that one's a hard one to pronounce. I don't.
Well, that about almost concludes our stories for today, but just want to wish some very happy birthdays to some special butterflies out there.
Good friends of ours.
Mike Myers,
Yep. Happy birthday. Keep on keeping on.
the Love Guru,
Yep. The one and only. What else did you
Wayne's World,
do? Wayne's World.
Austin Powers.
That's the one.
Shrek.
Wow. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Not that one. And then, of course, the other one and only Roman Reigns, who I'll call you back later on making the move to the MWL. Sorry, we've been a little busy, but we're excited to have you.
Lots of paperwork, but he'll be here in the studio one day.
Yeah, please don't sue us, Vince. It was a joke. So, yeah, that's great news. Good news, everybody.
That's all the good news for this week.
Yep. Everything else is bad, so we'll see you
Yep.
in a couple weeks.
Hey, welcome. So, the other day I gave a little, 60 for 60 on some good news in the wake of some horrible news, which is something Matt has pitched as something we should do more often for years now.
About 5 years now, yep.
But that dirty bastard John Krasinski beat us to it and then made like 5 episodes and retired forever after selling it. So, John Krasinski sold it. He was a fraud from the start. He never cared about good news, but we do. So we've got a lot of good news to give to you.
We're just making enemies with John Krasinski.
I just started the good news with really negative takes, which is hype. Now we're here with our first incredible story. So the first story is one that hits near and dear to my heart and the hearts of every vertically challenged man out there. 2 TikTokers went through a very long, arduous, and frankly, brutal process of leg lengthening. These 2 men, I believe both were 5'5" and are now 6 feet tall, and they documented the journey of acquiring this newfound height.
Also, a little bit about the process. I looked into it.
Yep.
They have these braces on, it's like knee down to their ankle, and I believe they break their bones, and then they have this device that they themselves or somebody they have come out, they go a millimeter a day. I don't know if it stretches the bone. That seems impossible.
I believe,
moves the bone apart.
Well, not to get too scientific
Yeah,
here, but I did graduate with a bachelor in human sciences.
I did hear
This
that.
is my bread and butter. So what's happening is, as they stretch it a millimeter a
You
day,
want me to hold that for you so
Yeah.
you can show me?
the osteoclast and the osteoblast, that's these puppies right here,
Right.
they get in there and they start doing some of that.
That's the scientific explanation. All right, so they start like gears. They're grinding.
Yeah,
so
there's-
we all have that ability. We just need to unlock our osteo gears.
Yeah, so the
Cool.
osteoclast and it's like puking. They like puke new bone, and since it's getting further apart, they're like making new bone where there's now space.
So it's like when you're peeing at a urinal and you try backing up to see how far you can go. You're finding their distance and let them keep building a bridge of bone. Basically,
It's pretty much fucking nothing like what you just described, actually.
All right. Well, you described it as this.
That's what it is. And now they're 5 inches taller because of it.
So this next story is personally my favorite. It comes all the way over from China, where a zookeeper thought very quickly and saved the life of a panda who was choking on a whole carrot. So in this video, you'll see that he performs the Heimlich maneuver to save the panda's life. The music adds a lot to this.
Yeah, this is an interesting track choice.
So,
Wow.
you might not be able to tell from the video, but the panda, as I said, was choking on a carrot. It was lodged in his throat, and the zookeeper quickly thought of everything he could and gave him some form of the Heimlich maneuver to dislodge the carrot.
That's not the Heimlich maneuver at all. He didn't even go near its stomach. He
when
gave
you
him
watch
like
it a little
armpit
closer,
tickle.
yeah, it's more like
Weekend at Bernie's him.
like you lost something in your purse, so you turn it around and shake it. He's really, I mean, I give him credit. He's doing everything he can to get the carrot out of there, but the it ragdolls onto the ground.
This doesn't even look like a real animal. It's like a small drunk man.
It's like, and I gotta be honest, I did not see a carrot come out of its mouth.
I didn't see a carrot anywhere in this video. I don't even think it's choking. I think he's doing like a puppeteering dance.
I'm just gonna go with what we saw. He was choking, and the zookeeper saved its life. In the beginning, he's hitting his back, so I am convinced he's trying to save the panda. So
Yeah, back blows. It's something they teach you at CPR.
great work to that zookeeper, and thank you for keeping one of the 10 pandas in the world alive for us.
This next story is one that'll make you go, aw. A 92-year-old woman named Betty Richardson recently had one of her dreams become a reality, where she got to go to a male strip club. They installed a wishing tree at her care home, and her wish was to see male strippers, which is a shocking wish at her age, to wish for that instead of like an extra 100 years or something, but she used it to see the Dream Boys perform. So Wetty Betty went wild out there with the Dream Boys, and we couldn't be happier for her. Look at this big old smile on her
Huge
face.
smile with all the Dream Boys.
And those dentures are looking good.
And she threw out some great quotes at the time, like age is just a number. And her team, why does she have a team actually? Now that I think
I
about
think it's
this.
the care team from the
okay.
care home.
Yeah, they were very excited that her dreams became a reality and sent a big thank you to the Dream Boys. So thanks, Dream Boys.
And thanks, Betty.
All right, there's another person being hailed a hero out of Michigan named Dylan Reeves. He's a 7th grader who saved his entire class on a bus. When the bus driver started feeling lightheaded, he went over the intercom and said he had to pull off on the side of the road, but ended up passing out before he was able to get off of the road, and he started drifting into traffic. So Dylan, who is 13, popped up, ran up and started slowly pressing the brake to make sure people weren't slammed forward, and brought the bus to a stop, and is being hailed a hero for saving everybody.
What's the condition of the bus driver?
You know, they actually did not touch on that. I'm assuming
Probably
that
okay.
he's okay, or this story would be much worse. But no, his mom's excited. The superintendent was excited. Everybody was talking about how excited they were. And they even mentioned that he has amazing grades this year in school.
That's fantastic
It's
news.
great news. So he also wants to be a police officer or a hockey player.
Do you think he has potential in hockey?
You know, the only thing I know about him is that he can drive a bus and he has good grades. So I say I don't have enough info to decide on a hockey player or not.
We'll have to check in the 10-year anniversary
Yep.
of our show.
I think if he's 13, we could check in about 5 years. 5 years, we'll see if he's a professional hockey player.
Yeah, there'll probably be pretty clear signs if he's cut out for the big league.
You know, or a bus driver.
A 51-year-old German man was found tied to a tree with pantyhose on his head, left for dead, waiting for the coyotes to eat him alive. But luckily, that's not how this story ended. After a sex adventure went wrong, this 51-year-old was left alone, abandoned in a scary forest, and we have a police sketch of the situation. Terrifying stuff, honestly. Lucky to have got out alive. When interviewed and asked what happened, he said he met a woman online and they met up in the woods for a sex game and she received a phone call and left. So that must have been
a very important phone call.
very urgent call. He also said to the officers that he had a box cutter on him for such situations, but he underestimated the woman's bondage skills, so it was kind of useless to him.
So I'm curious, if you were meeting up with somebody in the deer stand for this exact situation,
Right.
what 3 phone calls could you get that would make you leave the situation like she did?
Pretty much any phone call if I didn't like the person. It's just an excuse to leave.
Oh, I see. Now,
Yeah.
wouldn't you know that before you've tied them up?
Yeah, but like, you're so ugly, I want you to die kind of thing.
Ah,
So like,
I see.
then
So
you get
it was
out.
attempted murder, is what you're saying.
I mean, it sounds like it. It's not like a mistake you make. It's not like she just got forgetful
Right.
after the phone call. It's not like the Men in
Ah,
Black
shoot, I forgot him
neuralized her.
there.
Yeah, she
Um,
knew.
Other question is, which part of this are you picking out as good news?
That
Is
he's
it-
alive.
Okay.
Yeah, that he survived.
I figured, yeah, it could be he's alive, he almost had sex, or
That's true.
that's,
I didn't even.
guess the two.
You,
Proof they didn't have sex?
he was fully clothed.
Well, she could have dressed him. She tied him. Well, it depends. Yeah, wait, that's a weird. Why would you be fully tied up, fully clothed?
Because something went wrong immediately.
I think she tried to kill him, and he's embarrassed to admit it.
he doesn't want to be seen as weak by
Exactly.
by the boys.
Yeah, because this stuff's not adding up to me, but I'm no detective.
Yeah, no, this is
So.
definitely a fishy situation. We'll keep
Yeah.
our finger on the pulse as more information is made clear to us.
Yeah.
We have another sketch coming in from the on-the-scene artist.
Oh my God, this one. I'm sorry that I hope your kids aren't watching this.
Oh, wow.
This one is gruesome. Wow, speechless.
And to round everything off, we have one more exciting, positive story to share with you all. We've received breaking information from a magic wood elf, Springle, who told us it's a special little boy's birthday today, and that's Matthew Phillips.
Hey, thanks.
Or,
Definitely not what this video goes.
it's
It's my birthday week.
Yep, it's a week-long celebration.
Yeah, the week of this news segment is my birthday week, okay?
Yeah.
He did tell me he was going to surprise me with a gift, and that was going to be the fun segment. It was a surprise birthday gift segment, and he forgot a gift. So
Yeah.
this feels great, and it's great to be here 1 year closer to being a pile of dust.
He's 29 years old, 29 years young,
Yep.
and soon he too will be joining Weddy Betty at the Dream Boys
Yep,
troupe.
when I turn 92, I'm also gonna visit the Dream Boys.
That's all the great news in the world today.
Hey,
Last
yeah,
7 days.
Yeah, the panda was from like April 18th, but
That's fine.
close
No
enough.
one's gonna fucking fact check it. We could have made it all up. They'll never know.
Yeah, that's true. Good luck finding it. Hey, great
Hey, good-
news.
hey,
Great
good-
first episode.
Good
So,
show. We're gonna have special animal guests at some point.
Yeah, animal
Maybe.
guests. We'll have special guests that aren't animals,
Maybe a
and
professional juggler. Hey, welcome back to the Good News Show. In a world of frowns, a smile is worth more than gold. So, health is wealth. let's get healthy with some good smiles. I'm joined by Mr. Matt, per usual.
As always, it's great to be here, Chuck. So why don't we just roll right in?
I've been awfully mean to Twitch recently.
With good reason.
Yeah, I've been a little Scrooge to Twitch recently, but credit where credit's due. They're introducing their first good feature in probably the last 4 years.
Nice.
They're adding stories, basically introducing short form content to the platform, a feature that is long overdue. For years now, people have been asking for a way to like actually watch clips and find clips on Twitch as opposed to just going to like LSF on Reddit or any other congregations of clips. And now Twitch is introducing their own feature that will allow streamers to clip themselves, and they'll have even like a discovery feed for it. And overall, I think it's a great thing. It'll help find new content creators or just see what's going on in the Twitch ecosystem. Right now, the feature is exclusive to mobile, but it should be expected to be expanded onto desktop into the future.
Well, and that's something, Twitch's biggest problem has always been discoverability.
Mhm.
Always. The top stays the top until they don't want to be there anymore. So it's nice to see them actually coming out with, I would say, the first streaming feature that helps people find new streamers.
It's the first streaming feature Twitch has come out with in years, full
Period.
stop.
Yep. They dropped to 50-50 from 70-30. That
Which
was
is
a cool
hype.
feature.
Yeah, that was a cool one. They also had elevated chats, rest in peace, where
Yep.
you get to pay to not be seen, which is
You know
hype,
what?
pay to lose.
This is good news. I'm gonna pull away the negativity and say you're on the right track.
Yep.
Keep doing what you're doing, and you get a little applause from me for that one.
And this just goes to show you how effective competition is, so that way even brain-dead companies like Twitch can start to make good decisions when they're put to the fire.
And that's great news, baby.
Yeah, it's good news.
So this next story, while it may have a slightly sad ending, is actually a full story of happiness. So a dog named Annie, well, she did just pass away a couple days ago. The story is very cute. She was adopted from a shelter at 19 years old after being given 1 month left to live. The person who adopted her, Lauren, her and her best friend, Lisa, took in Annie and decided to give her the best month you could possibly give a dog. And Annie actually went on to live for a year. They basically had a bucket list made for Annie where they did everything a dog could possibly want to do, eat, and play. They went crazy with Annie and then made a social media account around it, which is where they just broke the news that after 1 year, it was time for Annie to go. But it was a beautiful story about just a fun year when the dog was only given a month.
All dogs go to heaven, and she went to heaven with a smile on her face, I imagine.
I agree.
I think that's very sweet that they gave her so much to do.
It was. And Lauren said she needs a little break to let her heart heal, but
Yep.
she'd like to continue adopting more elderly dogs that other people aren't going to give a chance, and giving them the best life that she can.
Got some great news. A item that was lost for 13 years was finally found. The one piece for Mary Strand. 13 years ago, she had lost her wedding ring down the toilet. Thought never to be seen again, lost to the Ninja Turtles in the sewers. It happened to pop back up recently after a water treatment plant noticed something twinkling in the debris. And it happened to be a diamond ring. A lot of people came forward claiming it was their ring, but they were required to submit photo evidence to confirm the authenticity. And turns out it was the wedding ring of Mary Strand, who had lost it 13 years ago. So she finally got to be reunited with that.
You're really going to have to clean that thing off to put it back on your hand.
Yeah, it's pretty yucky. I actually wouldn't want it back.
That is 13 years in people's waste.
Yeah, that's the poo-poo factory for sure. You don't come back from that.
You don't want to wear a ring from the poo-poo factory.
Yeah, but it's cool that it's back. She'll probably pawn it off or something by now.
Yeah, that's great news.
Because, I mean, I don't think you'd ever want to wear it legitimately. It'll never be clean.
It does say, so it was actually, she got the ring as a gift for their 33rd anniversary.
Yeah.
And she's now ready to wear it for her 46th anniversary. I think she's planning to put it back on. They are
They're still married, and now it's stronger than ever.
Yeah, love is stronger than America's sewer system. If you've ever wanted to feel more like a shark, I have great news for you. A research team out of Osaka, Japan has figured out how to grow what they're calling third generation teeth. You've got your baby teeth, your adult teeth, and now third generation teeth. They have figured out the way, just like sharks and lizards kind of regrow teeth, how to let humans regrow them. So it's past clinical, or it's going into clinical trials in 2024. It's supposed to hit the masses in 2030 if all goes well, and we'll be able to get more teeth. And the lead researcher said this is every dentist's dream, and that they've been working on this since they were a graduate student. So yeah, if you're missing some of your adult teeth, this is a really good story for you.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. So I don't understand how it works. I was hoping they'd go into the details because that sounds outrageous.
Yeah, I don't really understand. The one hint here is they said that we've been discovered to have buds for a potential third set. Like, we've got the potential.
Like little teeth seeds?
Yeah, like maybe if I ripped out an adult tooth, it would be like, maybe there's a little seed under there and they figured out how to germinate the seed.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot of
Get
sense.
that bad
now.
boy to sprout.
Okay, now we're speaking scientific.
Right, I think I'd love to hear more on how it happens. Just know it's coming to a dentist near you within the next 10 years, most likely.
Great news. Now here's a story for all you patriots out there to give you a sense of pride. The bald eagle is no longer an endangered species. Thanks to the power of freedom, they're coming back in a big way. They've been on the endangered species list since the 70s, and they were thought that they might even disappear in a short period of time. But since the 70s, thanks to a large effort from the ESA, they've been able to help get the population back to a more healthy number. So that's great news. Bald eagles looking good. The stocks are through the roof.
It's nice to hear some good news about the world and climate for a change. You know, you're always hearing about animals going or becoming endangered. It's nice to hear that some of them are being pulled off the endangered list.
Yeah, as a wise scientist once said, the animals are leaving, the government's lying to us, the aliens won't talk to us. It might just be you and me, but that's all right.
Yeah, and now
Something to that
we can
effect.
cross one thing off that list. I hope talking to aliens is the next one.
Yeah, the eagles aren't leaving us, that's for damn sure now.
The eagle has landed.
In fact, they're actually being spotted outside of traditional territories now, so they're even expanding.
That's actually, is this becoming bad news? Are we being invaded?
Yeah, they might overthrow us at the top of the food chain now.
Yeah, this is turning into a Rick and Morty episode where Rick's got to go sign a peace treaty with the Eagles to make sure they stay in their territory.
This is actually a pretty cool number, though. I just read this one.
let's hear it.
They went from 2,000 breeding pairs in the state of Virginia to only around 30 back in the 70s.
Yeah,
So
that was not good.
they were on death's door.
And now it's getting much better. But the other thing I thought was crazy here is fine for killing a bald eagle. If you go kill one, $100,000 fine.
Mm-hmm.
If we as a company go kill a bald eagle, like our LLC, $200,000 fine.
Do you
Why
think
not
that's
just-
like unjust or something?
I think it's really weird. Why not just give everybody the max fine? Who cares what organization is hunting down bald eagles?
Probably to stop like poaching to make it like a
Or accidental.
yeah, or maybe like accidental.
Yeah, I'd say throw the max fine at everybody.
Yeah,
So hit them with the book.
it's anti-American to hurt a bald eagle.
Yeah, put the wood on them.
Yeah, give them the screws.
This is a little good news that might sound like bad news. The good news is cameras stopped working for a little bit. Why don't you tell them what they didn't capture?
They didn't capture Larry Nassar getting stabbed 10 times in prison. For those that don't know, Larry, is it Nassar or Nassar?
I
can't
don't
remember.
think we even care.
Yeah, I guess it
think
doesn't
Larry
matter.
Nasty is a great way.
Yeah, well, he, over the course of a couple of decades, abused sexually over 500 victims. He was a very prestigious, very well-known coach, and he was finally outed after decades of sexual abuse with, again, over 500 victims. And MSU actually had to pay $500 million to 323 victims that filed a lawsuit. I remember that stat from last night. It is an unreal case of evil.
Yeah,
Genuine, pure evil.
I remember watching one of the documentaries on him, and he is absolutely one of the most vile human beings ever.
And the good news is he was stabbed, by the way.
I
a lot.
don't like to celebrate. That's how good this news is that in most cases I would never celebrate this. And it wasn't on camera. There's a chance he stabbed himself. We don't know what happened.
Well, and even better news, the Lord didn't let him die. So he gets to
Exactly.
keep suffering.
He has to
Like,
suffer.
yeah. There's so many layers of good news to Larry
This
Nasser
is one
getting
of the best
stabbed.
stories we've done. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
A lot.
Yeah, that guy sucks. I've got some great sports news for you. So, one of the most hyped players I've ever seen entering the NBA, Victor Wembanyama, had a bit of a rough start in the summer league. He dropped a big stinker. He went 2 for 13 from the field, and then I believe it was 1 for 6 from the three. People wrote him off saying this was the biggest bust in NBA history because he was so hyped. He's an absolute anomaly, a physical specimen, and he had a lot of expectations placed on him for the NBA. And he'd had a bad first game, but came back last night, dropped a 27-point heater, a double-double. I think he had 12 blocks as well. He looked
Yeah,
good.
he popped off. I think a lot of people wrote off in the first game, too. He had a lot of blocks. He had a good amount of rebounds. The kid was nervous.
He was nervous.
Cut him some slack. But
He was
yeah,
nervous.
he popped off the other night. And I think it's only up from here.
Yeah, so the good news is he wasn't a bust.
Yeah, that just good news. He can smile a little bit now.
He can
and
smile. Well,
relax.
not really. Britney Spears is after him because his
I did see
bodyguard
that.
slapped her or
If we want to
something.
do a little transition to less good news, it's more just news. That was a weird situation.
That was so weird.
Like, Britney Spears came up, gave him a tap on the shoulder, and Victor's security guard backhanded her.
Well, so I didn't watch the footage, but apparently in the footage, the security guard like hit Britney's hand, which hit Britney's face, so she like hit herself or something.
It was a little blurry, the footage I saw, and it kind of like happened quick. I saw
Yeah.
her just kind of react. So maybe it was all a big misunderstanding, and they can be friends.
Yeah. Well, I don't think Victor was trying to.
No, it
have-
was not Victor's
yeah.
fault. I'm gonna guess Victor feels very bad about that situation.
Yeah. In fact, maybe he dropped the 27-point game for Britney.
For her.
Yeah. He said, "This is for Britney, bitch."
I've actually heard, I've heard
Yeah.
reports of people in the front saying he said that after multiple field goal attempts.
That's kind of what I was
Thanks.
thinking. What a hero.
Yeah, great job, Victor, and keep doing your thing, Brittany.
Yep.
I got a question for you.
What is it?
Have I ever looked better than I do today?
Never.
What do you think that is?
Oh, it's got to be that Moist Global hoodie.
Yeah, I've also never felt more comfortable than I do today. So if I were you, I'd go straight to moistglobal.com and pick up this bad boy, that bad boy, this bad boy. I probably scrunched my mic. I really don't wear anything except for the clothes we make, so you should go try some too at moistglobal.com.
That is great news. So this has become a big popular segment across all of mainstream society. It's when we win you money through the Powerball. Hasn't happened yet, but statistically speaking, it will if we do it long enough.
And that's not our fault. I would personally blame the U.S. government for that one.
Yeah, the lottery it's rigged. It's a scam, but we're breaking the magician's code here. We're gonna win it today
Yep.
with the Powerball numbers and the balloons that I'm gonna pop with darts, carnival game style. The scientific method.
That good?
That's good.
All right.
Let me know when.
Go.
Whoa! Oh, close. Nice. Nice. Yeah. Oh. Nice.
All right, and then here it comes.
Oh, too far left. Way too
You
far
threw
left.
it even further left.
That was very close to the AC.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Hey.
I'm only gonna give you one dart.
Thanks.
Hey. All right.
right. All right. We've collected the numbers from the balloons, corpses, and I gotta tell you, these look like winners. So get out your pen and paper and get ready to go to the nearest gas station to play these. 2, 3, 38, 52, 53.
Wow.
And the Powerball number is 13.
Oh, bad timing.
It's
That's a lucky number.
yeah, all of these are lucky numbers.
So I think, did anybody win the last Powerball?
I don't think so.
It's still like 800 million or something.
Yeah, it's a crazy amount. So try to keep it to like maybe 200 of you go play these numbers, so you all get a nice chunk.
Yeah. And as everyone knows, as the money increases on the Powerball, so do your odds of winning.
Yes, especially our odds of making you win.
Yep.
They go from 99 to 100%. Great. Hey, great work.
Hey, good news this week.
Yeah.
Great news, everyone. Keep it up. The world's looking real nice at the
Looking
moment.
great. Lots of teeth.
Lots of good stuff. Hey, welcome back to the Good News Show, where we're bringing you wholesome stories to put a smile on your little faces out there. I'm joined, of course, by the ever-bubbly Matthew Phillips,
Great to be here, Chuck.
and we've got some very heartwarming stories. We'll just kick off one off-rip, because this is the biggest story at the moment. Twitch is having a moment of self-implosion, which means it's good news for every other platform that has streaming capabilities.
Not where I thought we were going with this, but that is somehow good news for other platforms.
Yeah, just not good news for Twitch.
Keep the positivity flowing. I'd like to apologize. Last week, I killed a story about some church organ pipes being stolen because it did not seem positive, and now Chuck is here to tell you why it is a positive story.
I thought it was a good story because even though they were the victim of some thieves, they remained in high spirits that they would get their organs returned safely if only they maintained good faith.
It's true.
And it turns out their faith was rewarded. The Lord blessed them with the safe return of their organ pipes.
Hallelujah.
Calvary Episcopal Church in Memphis loaded up Penske trucks with nearly 200 organ pipes to send them off to be restored, but the truck was stolen en route.
It's ridiculous.
But then a few days later, the police found the stolen truck, which had many of the pipes still in it.
Right, and did they find the rest of them?
They did, thanks to a Crime Stoppers tip, which led them to a van which had the rest.
That's really cool. And that was so well read for the first time we've gone through this story. Great work. Well, and I'm glad to hear they have the pipes back. I'd love to hear them play one day.
Just goes to show you the power of prayer and a good attitude.
Amen. So while I may have killed the organ story last week, we did give you the story about Dr. Deep Sea. And great news, Dr. Deep Sea's out of the sea. He's now just Doctor. So he resurfaced after 93 days underwater, and there were shocking results that scientists have been uncovering. They took a look at his telomeres, which I'll let Chuck explain in a second, but basically they use it to age somebody or see how long left your cell has to live, and they are now 20% longer, which is a good thing. It means he's going to live longer, or some good health stuff. And then he also has 10 times more stem cells than when he went underwater back in March. So these are great findings that could mean cool things for the future of the human race going underwater. And I'll let Chuck explain telomeres.
Yep, back underwater sounds cool. That's where we came from. Telomeres, what about those wacky things? Yep, you know, the telomeres, the pheromeres, the boromeres. I mean, what more can really be said?
Yeah, lots of, are those actually real?
No, those are two Lord of the Rings characters.
Cool. Well, according to other people, telomeres are the DNA sequences at the end of chromosomes, which are commonly used to determine the remaining life of a cell. So it's good when they're longer, and his were 20% longer. And they say size doesn't matter.
It's those fools.
Yeah,
They've never
ridiculous.
been underwater for 100 days, basically.
Well, welcome back to land, Dr. Deep Sea. It's great to have you.
Welcome home, champion.
Wow, did I just get some of the best news of all time. If you go to moistglobal.com right now, you can get the brand new MoistCore 2.0 line. Go to moistglobal.com to get it now.
Yeah, that is some great news. A heartwarming story. This is the story of a rare albino panda being spotted for potentially the first and last time ever. An albino panda was spotted on a nature reserve in southwest China, and we have video footage of that little cutie pie coming out of the woods right now.
Oh.
That's adorable. It's like Paddington.
Wow.
Oh, they must be friends.
Yeah. Are we sure it's not just a polar bear?
Also, those videos like 2.5 minutes. You can just like skip around a little if you want.
Yeah, where'd the albino one
Yeah,
go?
where is the albino?
Oh, he's in the
Oh,
trees.
he's camouflaged. Jesus.
Wow.
He's got cloaking tech.
Look at it. He's actually adorable.
I mean, all those bears are really cute. I'd be one of those fucking idiots that'd get mauled by a bear because I go to like pet it.
I don't think you would. I don't think you
No,
would.
I actually find them adorable. But you're right, I probably wouldn't pet it.
I was going to say, there's certain things you won't do that baffle me. I don't think you'd walk up to a bear.
It depends if it's like a small enough bear where
Yeah.
I'd feel comfortable, but even they can like rip your arm off.
Let me wash my hands first. All right, this is adorable.
Yeah, it's a very cute bear. We're glad to see that he exists.
And we're glad that it's not going to be the last time we see him.
But it is, in the notes it does say that this is the only one of its kind, so
Yeah.
it really could be the last time you ever see him. But it won't, hopefully won't be.
Hopefully not. That would be good news. So last episode we covered a cool medical discovery with the brain-spine bridge digital connection, and this week we have an update on some research that's being done in Israel on cancer treatment. At Hadassah University Medical Center in Jerusalem, they had an unprecedented achievement in the treatment of multiple myeloma. It is the second most common hematological disease, and it accounts for 10% of all blood cancers. So it's a treatment that's based on something called CAR-T, which is chimeric antigen receptor T cell therapy, which in essence, it boosts your own immune system to destroy the cancer cells. So they had 74 patients that they tested this on with a 90% success rate, which is incredible and, as I said, unprecedented. And they 90% went into complete remission. It's still experimental due to the complexity, but it's hopeful and awesome news.
That is incredible stuff. The medical advancements we're making are nothing shy of amazing.
I agree.
Solar power is the fastest growing form of renewable energy, and there's still a lot of obstacles to overcome, but they're constantly working towards making it a more viable energy method. And one of the things that kind of inhibits the mass adoption of solar power energy is the intermittency. So when the sun's not out, the inability to collect the solar energy and turn it into power. So they've been working on ways of solving this problem, and one of the ways that they've come up with is using satellites to orbit Earth to collect solar power 24 hours a day from space. So that way, when the sun's not out here, we can still get it from space. And they've recently had a breakthrough at the Space Solar Power Project at Caltech. They've completed the first successful wireless power transfer using microwaves in low orbit, which effectively proves the concept can work, which is taking the solar power from space elsewhere in the cosmos.
This was the most baffling story to me here. Because my little pea brain can't wrap around the fact that we're collecting energy in space and shooting it back to Earth. I know it says we used, well, not we, I didn't do shit, that they used microwaves to send it back, but I don't get it. I can't fathom it.
Yeah, it's always very impressive stuff. I like that kind of futuristic technology thing. It just sucks solar power has such like a bad rep because there's all those scam callers that talk about like coming over and installing solar panels on your house all the time.
Like 3 days, and there's Elon Musk who's doing solar. I don't think there's anything wrong with him. With his solar.
Yeah, I was just talking about like the scam callers.
Hey, I mean Tesla does solar panels.
Yeah,
don't they?
I don't think solar panels are a scam. It's
No,
just, they just keep calling and it's shady. It's just like, leave me alone, collect it from space.
They come to my door at least twice a week, 2 to 3 times a week. Scary stuff.
In other great news, a special little butterfly had a chicken come back to roost recently. Matthew Phillips had one of his beloved cats unfortunately go missing for the last 20 days, but Bubby came home.
She did. So yeah, she went missing. She's done it before for 3 or 4 days at a time. She's indoor, outdoor, and we thought she was gone. She left May 18th, and we haven't seen her since. And then, 2 days ago, she showed up on our porch, had some injuries. She was skinny, but she's good to go. So here's a cute little picture of Bubby for you.
I would say don't let her out of your sight again. Ever.
All right.
She can't be trusted anymore.
She's out of my sight currently.
Get a nanny cam. To stay,
I need to go now.
To stay vigilant.
So yeah, thanks for coming home, Bubby. So some other news that hits close to home is our esports player for Smash Melee, Zane, won
one of our esports players.
One of our many beautiful, wonderful esports players, Zane, won the recent major, Tipped Off. And even though you might think it's hard to trump that, he did something even cooler this past week. Tell him about it.
So some of the boys came down from the Moist Esports squad, and we went to a little bar arcade thing. And Zane was challenged by returning air hockey champion Jeff, a local Tampa legend.
Jeff is crazy.
Yeah, and Zane's not only stood his ground and went toe-to-toe with Jeff, but beat Jeff. And we have a little bit of footage from the event as well as a police sketch of what Jeff looked like. Here you can really see Zane demonstrating impeccable technique against one of air hockey's most fearsome gladiators, Jeff. He's been terrorizing the tables for years until he met Zane, the raid boss of air hockey. And here's a artist's rendition of Jeff, in case you couldn't see him that well. So congratulations again to Zane for the triumphant victory.
Yeah, great job, Zane. So, in just a couple short episodes, we've had so many important birthdays on this show. Myself, Mike Myers, Roman Reigns, all the good ones. But we got a special one this week. It's Peyton. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
That's some good news.
That's,
You turning. Do you want to say that?
what is it, like 43? Peyton turned 43. Great news.
Now, your standard stereotypical news broadcast is usually giving you last week's Powerball numbers so you know what the winners are, but those broadcasts are run by evil reptilians, and we don't want to play by their rules.
Well, and what good does that do us? It's already done.
It's already over. So we're going to give you next week Powerball numbers, so that way you can win a lot of money.
Yeah.
So next week's Powerball numbers, the winners are 7, 14, 23, 29, 46, and the Powerball number 13. Wow. So enjoy your millions upon millions of dollars, and don't forget who sent you. The Good News Boys.
Yeah, good work.
Hey, welcome back to the only news broadcast giving you smiles, only reporting on the good positive stuff. Joined again by Special Butterfly Matt Phillips, our Chief Smile Officer.
That's me. It's great to be here, coming to fight your sadness and depression one story at a time.
Amen, brother.
Today we're bringing you one of the craziest, happiest stories of the entire show's existence so far. 4 young siblings were found alive in the jungle after a plane crash where they stayed for 40 days, and they were found okay. They had some bug bites, but they were all right. The oldest sibling, Leslie, is 13, and after the crash, she grabbed camping supplies and some food from the wreckage, took the other siblings, and they stayed by a river for 40 days, and their grandmother worked with rescue teams to fly helicopters with large speakers to play a message telling them and urging them to stay in place. After they were found, they said they heard the messages, they listened to them, and that was ultimately one of the reasons they were found. And their father said it was a work of God.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
crazy.
I'm sure a lot of people have seen this already, but it really is just a nuts story, like if you look into it.
Just reading the headlines, I immediately pictured like Rugrats in Paris, how they go on like those wild adventures together and do like the craziest things at such a young age. But this is like real life.
Right, it's real life. And
It's not Rugrats.
It is not, and they're not in Paris. They're in the Amazon jungle.
That is true. That is very different.
I'm gonna guess they were more afraid than the fun adventures the Rugrats had, but either way, we're very happy that
Yeah.
they were found alive and well and now are back home safely.
And like I said, I wouldn't have survived. I
You would
wouldn't
not.
have made it.
Remind us where the sun sets and rises?
On the west.
Both on the west.
Oh yeah, always on the west. Rises in the east and sets on the west.
Now-
Unless it's out of my vision, then God only knows where it is.
With risk of going on too long, what would you do with that information if you were in the woods or
Well,
in the jungle?
To take a page out of Lou Pickle's book from Rugrats, he said you always got to follow the North Star. So I'd wait till night and I'd look for a star that seems about right.
You'd say the sun was there, that's west, so I'm going north.
Well, I just look at the stars.
All right. You wouldn't believe it, but I got some more amazing news. A little birdie came and told me that we're almost sold out of the hoppy coats on moistglobal.com. So if you want good news, you got to go get one now so you don't miss out on the opportunity. So go to moistglobal.com to get a hoppy coat and other fun things.
Yeah, that is great news.
Great news.
Great stuff. This next story is a little local good news for all of the Tampa enthusiasts out there. At a Rays game recently, there was a spectator who underwent a medical emergency. And while getting assistance from another patron, a CPR-trained fan named Janny Morales noticed that the situation was more dire than it appeared to be. The man was completely blue in the face, perspiring, and having a hard time walking. So eventually, Janny Morales instructed that they lay the man down and started performing CPR on him until paramedics arrived, at which case they took over and everything played out okay, but the paramedics said that if CPR wasn't performed, the outcome would have been very different. So Janny Morales saved his life.
She's a hero.
She is a hero.
And also, crazy thing that I didn't see, that you don't see in most cases, is she performed CPR and actually got his pulse back.
Yeah.
So I definitely think the paramedics right, it would have been real bad if she was not there.
Yeah, I think that wouldn't have gone very well. So quick thinking and the right person in the right place to save that man's life.
So more great news. We have a new Rubik's Cube world record for the 3x3 cube. It was set by Max Park, a 21-year-old California native. You may recognize his name because he also holds the Guinness World Record for the 4x4x4, the 5x5x5, the 6x6x6, and if that's not enough, the 7x7x7. That one is only 1:35. So he set the new world record. The previous one for the 3x3 was 3.47 seconds, and the new one is 3.13 seconds. So to show you how impressive that is, we're going to let our own Chuck You Betcha try to solve the cube in the same amount of time.
Well, yep.
Have you been practicing?
I've got my notations up here. So first we have to get the white cross.
And one other thing, just to give you a tip, his motto, Park's motto, is don't think, just solve.
Yep.
Time's up.
Wait, hold on.
Well, yeah, wait, hold it up so we can start a timer. I'll say go.
Yeah, you can start that timer.
All right, go.
Time's up.
And yeah, you failed.
Hold on.
We'll see if he can actually solve it.
I can solve it.
We're just gonna have to really fast forward through this
Is
one.
he cheating that he's just looking at how to solve a cube while he's
Brother, I'm not
He's
gonna
already
solve
lost.
this without the algorithm here. What do you mean?
Max Park is gonna be so pissed that his world record was beaten while Charlie looked up the instructions.
Yeah, what are they gonna do? Get the Council of Rubik's Elders to imprison me for cheating here?
Great job again to Max. You crushed it. We'll play the video for you, but it was really cool.
We've got another beautiful story of a hero stepping up to the plate. During a structural fire that occurred in Peru, a young Colombian man named Sebastian Arias went into the burning building in order to rescue 25 puppies from certain death. There's even a video showcasing a little bit of the rescue here. A recycling warehouse went up in flames. It required 11 fire trucks to finally put it out, and Sebastian charged in there and saved 25 puppies. I like that there's people cheering.
I was
They
going to say they're
recognize the good deed.
right. They don't want to help, but they're going to cheer him on.
Yeah, I mean, that's a hard thing to do.
That it honestly is.
Run into a burning building like that.
Not only that, he's on the roof of a burning building, and they're all down there catching the puppies. So
Yeah,
that
they're
is-
all still helping.
Yeah, it's needed. That's wild. Wow.
Beautiful. When asked about it, Sebastian said, I saw the dog that was up in the corner, and I have this beautiful little animal. I wouldn't want my dog to burn to death. Hearing his cries, his moans, I wouldn't want my dog to die like that. I love them. And he eventually went in there to save them.
Yeah, as a fellow pet owner, this one hits close to home.
Yeah, you love to see that.
That's incredible.
Also, that's a lot of puppies to be in one location.
That is a lot of puppies.
Yeah,
Like so many puppies
That is
in one recycling warehouse.
that is a shocking amount of puppies there.
Well, this might not be the first time you've heard the word virgin and Crocs in the same sentence. It is definitely the first for this case. A crocodile in captivity in Costa Rica named Coquita gave virgin birth, or had a virgin birth. It is a trait known as parthenogenesis. It's shared with things like birds, lizards, and pit vipers, and now crocodiles. and it's thought to be passed on from their far distant relatives of dinosaurs. Essentially, it is a bad way to reproduce. The scientists said it's essentially inbreeding, which I'd love to discuss. If somebody just has a baby, is it inbreeding?
It's like like as big of an inbreeding situation as you can have, since there's no other DNA. It's just your DNA again, but worse.
I guess that's
it's
true.
like when you make a copy of a copy. Like if you keep
Right.
re-uploading the same YouTube video like a million times, it starts to get all like pixelated and shit.
Yeah, and it just gets worse and worse the
Yeah.
further you go, which I believe is what that word was supposed to say. Where it's weak. It's there. You don't want to do this, and humans and other mammals cannot do this because you need the genes to be switched and all that mumbo jumbo, where the crocodiles do not in this case. So, like Mary, we had a virgin birth.
But what about like budding, like
Budding?
sponges? Because sponges reproduce like that, right? Sea sponges, or at least if
So
SpongeBob is accurate.
Were they?
Yeah.
That one?
Like
What is that?
asexual, isn't it?
Mitosis or whatever? Where they're like splitting off like that? I oddly enough had this conversation yesterday with Caleb about orcs. They do that too.
Orcs bud.
Yeah, they're budding. They're butters.
So are they also like highly inbred then?
So that's why I'm so curious, because clearly crocodiles aren't supposed to do this. That's why it's only ever been recorded once, whereas
Yeah.
sponges only do that.
I also don't know if they only do that.
I'm gonna step in and say I don't have nearly enough information to provide intelligent input on this conversation.
We're not here for intelligent input.
Yeah. All right, you know what? You want my input? I think all sponges are inbred. You heard it here first.
All right, take that, idiots, I guess.
Yeah.
And we're bringing back a segment from yesteryear. It's Chelsea's Critter Corner extravaganza. She
That's
went
the
to
name.
a reptile convention. So we have footage of her at Repticon.
Thanks, guys. I'm here today at the 2023 Tampa Repticon, where you can come and buy a new family pet. Whether it be a reptile, amphibian, or many of the other exotic animals, let's go see what we can find.
Reptiles and exotic shows are great places to go and learn and get up close and personal with some of your favorite animals. My favorite were these awesome rainbow boas. I figured I'd get all these cool spiders out of the way so Matt wouldn't get scared. Okay, Matt, it's safe to look again. You could easily spend hours here looking at all of the different species. And in Florida, you can even apply for a special permit for captive breeding programs that contribute to species conservation of endangered animals. So many options can be overwhelming, so I got a chance to speak with Elizabeth Wesneski, president of the Florida chapter of United States Reptile Keeper Association, to talk about some things to consider before bringing a reptile into your home.
How I got into it was for conservation and education. That is where my heart and my soul is. At this time, we have more exotics in the state of Florida than any other state. As times have changed with FWC, we have had to become a legal battle in protecting the rights of people that own reptiles or all exotics. We don't only just protect reptiles, we also stand up for birds, mammals, and aquatics. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission makes our rules and regulations that we're governed by. And we do believe in rules and regulations. I mean, not everybody should own an anaconda. The main thing you need to consider is the husbandry and what is it going to require and how long is it going to live. Some animals are very simple where you only have to feed them once a week. Some of them are daily cares. Just do your homework first and find a reliable source. Don't trust the internet when you're trying to pick your first pet. Crested geckos, leopard geckos are really easy. Bearded dragons are always fun. Ball pythons, horned snakes, very simple. Get out there, hold one, enjoy it. Find out what they're all about. They're absolutely amazing pets. If you're afraid of one, come see me. Let's play around. Let's change your perspective and let's educate you.
Thank you so much, Elizabeth.
You're welcome. Have a great day, guys.
Wow, look at those things.
Those things were crazy, and the weird thing, is that Chelsea just looks natural doing it.
Yep,
So,
she looked at home.
yeah, I appreciate you going out there and doing that for us, Chelsea. Great work with those things you just showed us.
Thank you very much. It's time to tell you the future. We're choosing the Powerball numbers again that will be the winners this week at the next draw. Doing it in the only scientific method we know how to use.
Pong.
Sports.
Sports.
What's going on, Matt?
We're back to give you next week's Powerball numbers so you can win millions of dollars a second time. Take it away, Chuck.
Oh,
That's actually the one I was looking for.
hey, go for a bounce, maybe.
Give up on the bounce.
That's a good idea.
All right, one more.
All right, cheating up.
To your left, 3%. Perfect.
That's good calculations. After putting it in the hands of fate, we have chosen the winning Powerball numbers this week. Your winning numbers are 15, 26, 32, 44, 68.
Oh, and the Powerball number.
Powerball number 16.
16.
Wow.
Was that the anti-cheat you showed them? So no tricks up your sleeves?
Yeah,
I can't wait to be rich again.
I know.
So-
We were just barely off last time. We got no numbers right, but that's because we miscalculated.
Yeah, the magnetic shift was happening, but it's,
Yeah, the solstice and all that. This time, everything's appropriately calibrated,
yep,
and it should work this time.
as close to guaranteed as we can legally say.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, great work.
Yep, good news,
Yeah,
everyone.
that's good news. We'll see you next time.
Bye, everybody.